Hi guys, my name is Tyler Castney and I'm going to run you through my routine when I have pesky blemishes I want covered all day. So I start off with my Stay Spray and I just spray it right onto my Perfector sponge. I give it a second to let it soak in and then I go ahead and dab it all over my face. Now I'm going in with my main color Amber, and you'll see that this color gives me coverage, but there are going to be little spots that still show through, and so that's why I wanted to make this video, because I have to do a little tinkering at the end, but this trick that I have will take care of it and it will last all day long. So I'm applying it, and I know when I'm doing this that at the end I'm going to have to go back and fix a couple of things. So right now when I'm getting it, it's getting rid of any little redness I have. If there's any sunspots I want to get rid of, I'll really focus on that, but it's all buildable. So the thicker you put it on, the more coverage you're going to have. And I really want to emphasize that less is more. So many girls go and just put a ton on their face, and because it's buildable, it's so much better if you start light and then build up the coverage as you need it, because otherwise it's going to get cakey, it's going to come off on your beauty blender, it's not going to look right, and you're going to hate it. So just trust me when I say build up to the coverage that you want. Don't just slather it on there. After that, I am going in with my contour, and I use the color Indigo, and I like to go in at an angle on the side because our contours are kind of harder consistency. And then I just apply it from my mid-ear, just below my cheekbone, all the way to the edge of my eyebrow, the very tip of my eyebrow there. I don't want to go in any further than that because I don't want it to get into like smile lines or creases or anything like that. And I'm just making sure to press up as if to make it almost like a push-up bra for your face. Now I'm doing my jawline, so I'm just going straight down from the ear, below the jaw, getting rid of that double chin. If you have any jowls, you just draw a straight line right over them. Notice as I do this, I drag down from my jaw towards my neck to blend it. You really want to make sure to do this so you don't have a big defined dark line under your jaw, because then it won't look like a natural shadow. So you can just drag your brush down here to blend. As far as where your cheeks and forehead is, you want to stipple there because there you still want coverage. And when you're dragging, that's really big with this makeup. When you're dragging, you are moving around the product, and when you're stippling, you're just placing it. So if you're dragging, you're going to be removing coverage. So just remember that when you're doing this. You can drag on your neck, but if you're putting it on your face, I wouldn't recommend dragging. And really make sure on your forehead you get it up into that hairline so you don't have any white space there. After that, I like to switch to my color Ash for contour in order to contour my nose and just below my lip. And so I just make two lines as close together as I possibly can. The closer together, the more narrow your nose looks, so remember that. And you'll see me just do one on each side, and then I will do just a little bit on the tip and right below my lip to really accentuate my pout there. Now I'm going to go back in with the stippling motion and blend out my contour. Notice here I'm not going too far down when I'm blending. I want to make sure I still have that lighter highlight space on the bottom portion where my jaw is. I don't want that to be all shadowed by contour, because otherwise it just creates dead space and it will attract attention to those shadows when we want their attention to be the highlighted portions of our face. One of the things that I was doing when I first started mascara was blending out too much. So I really try not to blend out too much because I like to still see my contour nice and bold by the time I'm done. After that, I go in with White Peach as my brightener. And when I'm doing this, of course you want to put it under your eyes where you would normally have dark circles to brighten there, but it's really important that you don't just go where dark circles go and you go even further down to create a little pie piece, because otherwise you're just lightening your dark circles, and so people's attention are still going to go to where you would have circles under your eyes, and it's not going to just brighten up your whole face and look natural. And then I put a little bit on my chin and some on my forehead. And then the last step I do with that is I take my finger, dip it, and put it down the bridge of my nose. Now I'm going to take that perfector sponge using the damp side, and I'm going to press it all in. This is going to pick up any excess product that I have here and also really push it into my pores and blend it down. On your nose, make sure you are pressing and not rubbing. This goes for all over your face, but especially your nose, because the lines are so close together, you really don't want to mess them up. Now, the very most important part for blemishes is using the multitasker brush, the small end. I'm going to go in with my main color, Amber, and I'm just going to dip it, and I'm literally going to place it right on the blemish. I want to cover it perfectly, so it's really important to put it exactly where you need the product and cover any redness that you see. And you can see as I'm doing this, they're literally just blending in with the rest of my face. That is exactly what you want. Now I'm going to let that sit a little, and I'm going to switch to my B² brush, and I am going to put on my blush. So I am actually using the color Frenchie, even though I didn't show you here. And I just apply it right to the apples of my cheeks and upward again. And then I just go in with my perfector sponge and pick up any excess there, and it really makes it look more natural looking. If you're scared that it's too bold, this is how you get rid of it. It just picks it up so easily. And then I use my Bella bronzer, and I use the fluffy side of my B² brush. And you put bronzer where the sun hits you. So contour is where you want shadows, and bronzers is where you want warmth. So I put it on my neck, on the tops of my cheeks, on my forehead. You could put it on your chin or the tip of your nose. And then I am setting it with my Stay Spray. And then after that, the biggest thing when you want your makeup to last is going in with this vanilla dust. It is our setting powder, and I just dip the other flat end of the multitasker brush and I apply it to all of those blemishes where I pinpointed that makeup. And this is really going to make that makeup set and last all day long. If you're oily, you can also add a little bit of vanilla dust to any spots where you would get those oils. So your chin, your T-zone, just make sure to really avoid the under eye area because it will cause creasing, and that's where you want to look younger and glowing, of course. For my lips, my favorite is Desert Sunset, and I just use my finger and I put it right on. And then I go back in with that fluffy side of my B² brush, and I just brush off those spots where I had that setting powder baking. So I just kind of get off any excess white that I would have. But still, those are set and good to go. And that is it. If you want to do illuminator, you can. I didn't do any illuminator this day, but it gets you that glowing skin and it's set.
Hi guys, I just wanted to give you a quick update of how my makeup lasted today. If you saw my video, you could see that I went in at the very end after my routine and did a little bit of touch-ups with my multitasker brush, and you can see I didn't lose any color. I mean, you can see obviously the texture because you can't get rid of that, but it held the whole day. So it works, guys. I just had to share it for you.
My name is Tyler Cassidy. You can follow me on social media at @madeupmama, and if you like this video, please subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, guys.